Everyone there? Everyone joined? Okay, turn on your camera, show your beautiful faces. Joseph, you're not joining the class properly. What is happening? Joseph, are you there? Are you able to hear me? No, because you're not connected with the mic still. Next part, charge part we have done only. So next part is the current. So now what is current? Physical quantity called current.
Ma'am, last class you gave a question. How many electrons are needed to carry 5 microcoulomb of charge? After that, we have to.
Yeah, that is the questions based on the charge has been done. Now we are doing with the next part. We are starting with the next part. Next physical quantity, that is current. Okay. Now what do you mean by current? So just like to check now current, what is current and why it is needed or why it is necessary. Now current is, for example, one energy requirement, electrical energy. You have seen that is what is electrical energy?
Yes, ma'am.
What is electrical energy here? Can you explain?
Flow of charges.
Okay.
Of electrons.
Energy, electrical energy. What is, from where the electrical energy came into existence? Can you explain that? I've explained you last class.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, Parth.
Ma'am, some elements, some substances have the ability to lose electrons very easily. So these free electrons, they can move in any direction. But when we produce a difference, that one side there are more electrons and the other side there are less electrons. So the region from there where there are more electrons will move to the region where there is less electron. So this flow constitutes a current.
So this flow, that means here electrons, due to this difference, electrons will start moving from one terminal to another terminal. And they carry some energy. When they are moving, they carry some energy. So that energy is what we call as electrical energy, right?
Yes,
Clear
ma'am.
this
Yes,
point?
ma'am.
Now, electrical energy needed by different devices is different. Everyone don't need a similar energy, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
now while manufacturing, how the person, while preparing any device, how the person will get to know how much energy that device is needed. This one, they will construct a device. Everyone's current requirement is different. So what has to be done? So how to find out what is the current requirement for a particular device? One bulb needs more energy, another bulb needs lesser energy to glow. If you see a zero bulb, that is a small power bulb, we can small bulbs, LED bulb, if you take it example, and the torch bulb. What is the difference between those two? LED bulb, a small LED and small torch bulb. So what is the difference between them?
Ma'am, the amount of energy required is different.
Amount of energy required is different. LED needs very minute energy to glow, but the torch bulb needs more energy to glow, right? So that means more energy when it will be produced.
When more electrons flow.
When more electrons flow, and lesser energy when lesser electrons flow. Now, how to find out this energy requirement? How to check out with this energy requirement? Who will need more energy? How much exact value of energy it needs? So now for that purpose, they discovered one of the physical quantity. That is what we call as current. So some devices need more electrons to flow and some devices need lesser electrons to flow. So how to balance this? How to manage this? How can we say that is exactly how many electrons need to flow or exactly how many electrons, lesser electrons need to flow? So there should be some count, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this current is a physical quantity will tell you that count. They will tell you when the more electrical energy will be produced and when the more lesser electrical energy will be produced, and how to equalize that value, required value, and the flowing electron can be managed. So this current phenomena will tell us how much exactly electrons is flowing through that circuit, through that conductor, right? So what is current now? Current is a rate of flow of charges. So that means it is actually the measure of amount of charges per second per cross-sectional area. If one's cross-sectional area, how many electrons are flowing, how much amount of charge they are carrying in 1 second, is that physical quantity is considered as current.
Ma'am, can you explain it again?
So another way, here, just like every electrical device won't work on similar electrical energy. Their energy need is different, right? That is your this one. You consider that, right? Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Small bulb, compare simple things. I told you example of LED and torch bulb. Do they need less or similar amount of energy?
No, ma'am.
No. So LED needs very less energy to glow, and torch bulb needs more amount of energy to glow, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So now for LED, how much amount of energy they need? How to find out that? Or if this one torch bulb needs a more amount of energy, how to find out this? How much energy they need? How to find out this? So for that value, they have come with the physical quantity called current. So by knowing the current, we will get to know how many electrons are flowing through the conductor in per second value. So current is actually the speed of electrons. How many electrons are flowing through the conductor in 1 second? In one particular area, if we are try counting, how much amount of charge is flown by the electrons per second is called current. And knowing that rate, we will get to know that is how many electrons are flowing, that means how much charge is flown through that. That means how much electrical energy can be transferred. Able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So to find out, to compare the energy requirement, they have come up with the one physical quantity called as current. So by knowing the current value, we can decide who will need more energy and who needs lesser energy, how much energy has been transferred. That is a comparatively, it is by knowing the value of current, we will get to know that. Okay. So current is what? Actually a physical quantity called current. Current is actually the rate of flow of charges. That is amount of charge flowing through the conductor per second is called current. By knowing the current value, we will get to know that is more electrons are flowing or lesser electrons are flowing through that conductor. Clear? Able to understand?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, by conductor it means like anything that
Conducts current. Metals generally or alloys which conduct current, that is conductor. A wire, good conductor, conducting wire is called conductor. So current is symbol for this physical quantity is I. Formula for this is current is equal to total charge, amount of charge per unit time or per second, that is charge by time. Current is equal to charge by time. So current is symbol I charge is Q and time is T. So I is equal to Q by T is the formula for current. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, an example charge, if we write a small q, will that be a problem?
No, it's small q or large, capital Q, doesn't matter.
Okay, ma'am.
SI unit of current is ampere. Because scientist Ampere has discovered this, has given this value. Current phenomena is given by current. Physical quantity is discovered by Ampere, given by Ampere. So therefore, his name is given to the unit. So Ampere. It is written full name. Then you have to write like this. If you want to use a symbol, capital A is the symbol for Ampere. Is the unit in which current is measured. Then how to define 1 ampere?
It is the SI unit of current.
Yes, it is the SI unit of current, but how to define that unit?
1
Yes.
ampere is equal to the 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb by 1 second. Oh
So
yeah, 1
proper
coulomb
in
by 1 second.
sentence, charge is measured in coulomb and time is measured in seconds. So 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb per 1 second. In proper sentence you want to make it when 1 coulomb of charge is flowing through the conductor, amount of charge, when 1 coulomb of charge flowing through the conductor in 1 second, then the current flowing is said to be 1 ampere. Understood? If 1 coulomb of charge flowing through the conductor in 1 second, then the current is flowing through the conductor is said to be 1 ampere.
Ma'am, could you just write it down?
If 1 coulomb of charge,
Ma'am, that's
definition, is flowing through the conductor in 1 second, then 1 ampere of current is said to be flowing. Through it.
Ma'am, so SI unit of current is ampere, but current is just represented by the letter I.
Current is represented by
Letter I.
I, yeah.
Okay.
Just like for speed, we are using U and V last year. Understood that?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you scroll a bit up?
This much, no?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you scroll down?
Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. So now this is current. Current is measured. How to measure the current? There is a device called as ammeter. Ammeter is a device which is used to measure current. So that means it will measure the all the charges should flow. All the electrons should pass through that ammeter. Then it will count per second how many charges are flowing, how much amount of charge it is carrying. It is counted by that device called ammeter. Ammeter is a device, write down. Ammeter is a device used to measure current in a circuit.
Ma'am, ammeter is a device.
Used to measure current in the circuit.
Okay, ma'am.
So these are the devices called as ammeters. Able to see?
Yes,
Everyone,
ma'am.
are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now here, this red and black part you can see. So this is black, which is positive terminal, and this is negative terminal. Here wiring we have to connect. We have to connect the wire and the circuit. Now what is electric circuit means? Anyone knows what do you mean by electric circuit?
Ma'am, a closed continuous path in which electric current flows.
Yes, so it is electric circuit is a closed continuous path in which current flows. Is called as electric circuit. So write down the definition first. A closed through which current flows is called electric circuit. Circuit diagram. What do you mean by circuit diagram?
Ma'am, when we use symbols to represent different things in circuit.
It is a shortcut method, shorthand method or shorthand method of representing electric circuit. With the help of symbols. Is called circuit diagram. So for example, we use certain symbols instead of the full circuit. If you see the circuit, which simple circuit, which consists of this. This is a simple electric circuit in which this is a battery, this is a switch, and this is bulb. Okay. So this is a simple electric circuit where we have connected, this is a closed path. Are you able to see the closed path?
Yes, ma'am.
It's completely everywhere, it is closed, wires connected with the wires. This is a battery. From that, the one wire is going to the switch. From that second wire, internally there is a connection. Then from the second switch, the wire is coming to the bulb. So from the bulb, one connection, and then from the internally bulb is connected, and then second wire, from that it will go to the second terminal of the battery. So this is one simple electric circuit, right? Now this, while drawing on paper, it is not, we can't draw this easily. So therefore we use symbols for these devices. We don't use all the devices as it is. We use the simple symbols for that. For cell, a single cell, we use this symbol. This is plus and this is minus sign. Small rod is minus sign and the bigger one is positive sign, positive terminal and negative terminal. One terminal positive part and negative part. This is positive terminal, this is negative terminal. This is a cell. When more than one cell is connected, that we call as battery. So more than one cell. Battery means more than one cell connected together. Then this is shown by one cell. Now this is connected to the second cell. This is connected to the third cell like this. Plus and this side minus. So this is battery. Clear? For bulb, we use this symbol. And then it is circle. This is a symbol used for bulb. Okay. Now for switch, we use this symbol. Oh, there are two types of switches, open switch and closed switch. Open switch means circuit is open and closed switch means circuit is closed. So this is open switch. There is a gap. This is called open switch. And when there is no gap, it is tapped down. So this is closed switch. Understood?
Ma'am is also known as key.
Key is different.
It's different?
Function of both of them is same, but they are different.
Okay.
So whatever in the diagram you see, that is switch, tap key. It is actually tapping part. It taps. Here the connection is made by magnets. The connection is made. It is closed path. If you open it, it will, you have to remove it. This part, you have to take it upwards. Then the circuit is open. And then key is also a device in the electric circuit. So that looks like it is a plug key. We call that as a plug key. I'll show you the plug key.
Ma'am, I didn't understand what's the difference between a switch and a key.
Both of them are same, but in lab generally we use key rather than switches. Function of both of them is same, switching on the circuit and switching off the circuit, but they look like different. Generally in labs we use key rather than switches. So this is called key. So this has two terminals, and this middle part is actually a plug, nail-like structure. We have to remove it to open the circuit, and we have to press it to close the circuit. This is removable part. This black part is removable. So we have to take it out, then the circuit is open. We have to press it, means push inside, then it is closed circuit. So for this, symbols are different. Function of both of them is same. This is called plug key, and it is shown like this way. No dot in center. This is a brackets. No dot in the center, then it is open key. And this is dot in the center is closed key. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now for this, if you want to draw a circuit diagram, it will look like this way. This is a cell. This is a key, closed, and here is a bulb. Plus, minus.
Ma'am,
This is K, this is B cell, it is cell. Yes.
ma'am, in exam, if they ask us to draw a circuit diagram, we can use anything like a plug key or a switch, right?
Yeah, you can use anything. Generally, plug key is used.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Clear? All these symbols clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, there are many more symbols that you have to learn it furtherwards. So write down first definition of electric circuit and circuit diagram and draw these all symbols. In a cell, if you don't show plus and minus, marks gone. Yes? Someone is asking doubt.
Ma'am, can you just go down and show the plug key symbol? Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, what is the difference between switch and plug key?
Functionally, no difference.
Okay, ma'am.
Done?
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Now in this circuit, now here we need to mention the direction of current. Direction of current, which is also called as conventional direction of current. Conventional direction of current. So what is it? Current always flow. Actually, Current flows is due to the, why the current flows? Due to the flow of electrons, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
But now we know that is electrons moves from, this is a body which is positively charged, this is a body which is negatively charged. And if in between them, if we connect a wire, electrons will move from
Negative to positive.
negative. This is the direction of electron. That is from negative terminal to positive terminal of the body. Negative body to positive body. But when scientists have discovered about current and electricity, that time they were completely unaware of the electrons. That time electrons were not discovered. So they were considered that is some of the charged particles are there which are moving inside the conductor. They were not knowing they are positively charged or negatively charged. So, but they were knowing that is some particles are moving. So they considered that positively charged particles are moving. Because that time electrons were not discovered. Only positively charged particles are there, that was discovered. Rutherford nucleus determination has been done. Positively charged particles has been determined. So electron discovery has not been done. So they considered that time scientists have considered that some positively charged particles are moving. And positively charged particles will move from
Positive to negative.
positive to negative. So according to them, the direction of current was from positive to negative. So this was the direction of current they have considered, because they considered that is a current is due to the flow of positively charged particles. But yeah, so therefore we use the word conventional direction of current because it was conventionally considered by the scientists. And now after discovery of electrons, now you will tell that is why they have not changed it, because it was much more difficult to change many laws. By using this direction of a current, there are many laws. Many laws has been put forth by many other scientists.
So to prove those laws and keep those laws going and keep proof, we have taken the wrong direction.
Yes. We have not changed it. Because by changing also nothing is changing. Much more difference is not happening. Right? Only consideration we have to change it.
Ma'am, so we are just considering that the
Direction of current is from positive to negative.
Okay, ma'am.
Because after that, after 50, 60 years of duration, many scientists have came, many different laws they have given according to the direction, the Fleming's right hand rule, left hand rule, by considering the direction of current. And now after that they died. Now who will change those all the laws? So instead of changing those laws, we have started considering the direction of current is from positive to negative. Because we can't change those laws. So there are many laws they have given, and those changing all of them will be much more difficult. Right? So
Ma'am, so
therefore,
all those laws are wrong?
they are not wrong. According to the direction, they have considered by, they have put forth by considering the direction of current from positive to negative. But everything is properly fulfilled. There is no problem at all. If you consider the direction of electron, only the directions will change in that. Right hand thumb rule, right, instead of using right hand, we have to use left hand. If it is properly, we need to do. So many changes has to be done by changing the direction of electrons. If we consider, then by changing the directions, we have to change many of the laws. Directions has to be changed. But by taking the whatever the law they have given, if we use as it is, there is no problem. They are true, they are right. But according to the direction of current, that is from positive to negative. So therefore, we have not changed the direction of electrons. The direction of current we have not changed. We are still considering from positive to negative. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So actual reason we are living apart.
Ma'am, so electrons flow from positive terminal to negative terminal.
No, electrons are not moving from positive to negative. Electrons are moving from negative to positive. And these electrons only constitute current. Just a second. So these electrons only constitute current that we got to know much after the discovery of current. Until this duration, there were many laws which have been given by the scientists by considering direction of current from positive to negative. Able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So therefore, we have not changed the direction of current from positive to negative. We have left that as it is. And we were using all those laws as it is in the direction of current from positive to negative. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
That is only for consideration. Actual cause, we are not thinking for that direction. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Other students able to understand the conventional direction
Yes,
of current
ma'am.
is from positive terminal to negative terminal of the battery. So direction of current is considered as positive terminal to negative terminal. So if we draw the circuit, we need to show the direction of current. This is positive terminal, this is negative terminal. So direction of current, we have to show with the arrow. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And over that arrow, we can write I. So that is a current. Current is flowing. Okay, clear?
Mom, so if anyone wants to use this circuit, they will like consider that the current is moving.
Current is from positive or negative.
Okay, ma'am.
Now about ammeter. Now come back to ammeter part. So, yes, anyone has any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes.
whenever we draw a circuit, do we have to mention that it's closed?
It has to be closed, then only that circuit will open.
Okay.
Otherwise, it won't open. It won't work. Okay. Then now ammeter. So there is a symbol for ammeter. Ammeter you have seen. I have shown you. I have explained you again. I will explain you again. So ammeter symbol we use at circle. In that A is written. This is plus and this is minus. This is a symbol of ammeter. Ammeter is always connected in path of the current. Connected in the path of current in the circuit. That is in the path of the current means series. In series we call it as. In the path of current, that means we call that as in series combination. So in this circuit, if we want to connect ammeter to measure the current, here we use, this is a battery, this is a key. Now here we use, anywhere in the circuit we can use that ammeter like this in the path. Then here is a bulb. I'm completing this. This is ammeter, this is plus, minus, this is positive, this is negative. Okay, so ammeter has to be connected in the path of the circuit, in the path of the current. This is called series combination. So ammeter is always connected in series in the circuit. Clear? How is the ammeter connected?
Ma'am, in all the circuits?
Yes, all the circuit ammeter has to be connected. In which path you want to find the current, in that path only, in between that path, we have to connect the ammeter.
So,
Okay.
So
ma'am,
that the current will
suppose-
flow, electrons will flow through this and it can measure the current.
So,
Yes,
ma'am,
Parth?
suppose I put the ammeter in this case between the battery and the plug key. So,
Hmm.
will the readings differ?
No, it will not differ.
No.
It will not differ. It is a one single path. It won't change. But if I will connect like this is a battery key, and here there are two bulbs I'm connecting. Here I have connecting two bulbs. Then if you connect ammeter here and one ammeter here, both of them will have this different readings. Because amount of current flowing through this bulb, first bulb, and the second bulb will change because there are two paths for the current to flow. So currents keep flowing like this. At this point, the current get divided. The total amount of current will get divided in these two paths. So therefore, amount of current through this bulb, amount of current through this bulb is different. So wherever you want to find the current, there you have to connect ammeter. I want to find the current in this path, so I need to connect ammeter here. I want to connect, find the current through this bulb, so I need to connect after that. Before that also we can connect, no problem. But in that path, we have to connect wherever we want to measure current. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So now here what has to be done? This is a battery. So here is a battery. It's positive terminal. This is positive terminal. This is negative terminal. So one wire will come from this and it will get connected to the, this is this one, what you call ammeter. It has black and red terminals. This is positive terminal and this is negative terminal of this ammeter, what I've shown you. So wire from that get connected to the positive terminal here. So this way we have to, one wire will connect to the positive terminal of this ammeter. Then from negative terminal, one wire will go and it is get connected to the bulb. Okay. Now it will come and then there is a plug key. Here is a plug key. Positive one terminal. Here is a switch like that. And then it will go to negative terminal. This is a somewhat circuit. This circuit is shown like this way, actually. Clear how the ammeter has to be connected?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, shouldn't the negative terminal of the ammeter be connected directly to the battery?
How we will connect directly? Then there is no circuit in that path, no bulb in that path.
Ma'am, so can we put the plug key or the bulb in between the cell and the ammeter or positive terminal?
Yeah, you can. Ammeter can be connected anywhere. Here also you can connect, here also you can connect, here also, anywhere. Doesn't matter.
Okay, ma'am. So between the positive terminal of ammeter and the positive terminal of the cell, we can put the ammeter.
Yes, we can put anywhere.
Okay.
Bulb don't have any plus minus sign. Positive, negative terminals are not there for bulb.
Ma'am, I didn't understand the last diagram which you drew.
This diagram only, this is in the form of shortcut method. Symbols I have you drawn, and here I have actual circuits I have drawn. Actual for this one. Devices. This is a battery, this is ammeter, this is bulb, somewhat look like plug key, and connected to the negative terminal.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, clear how ammeter has to be connected in the circuit?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, come back to ammeter part. So these ammeter, what are the things you need to know from ammeters by seeing the ammeter? This is the ammeter. You can see ammeter, how it measure. This is a positive terminal. This is negative terminal where we connect the wire from battery or any device, and then further connection has to be done. Now here you can see needle, one thread, thin thread-like structures. You can see needle-like structure.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It's very thin. So this is a arrow, and that this is a scale. So whenever this ammeter is not in contact, not in connection, or the circuit is open, this needle will show 0 value. After that, when you switch on, when the current starts flowing through the circuit, then this needle will change to some value. So if it's changed like this, 4, that means the current flowing in the circuit will be indicated as 4 ampere. Clear? So needle of this needle will move to a particular value which indicates the amount of current flowing through the circuit. It's clear?
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
here you need to know least count of ammeter. Least count means the least value of a current can be measured by this. What is the least value of current can be measured by this device is called least count. How to find out that? That is found out by difference between measure divisions divided by number of divisions between them. Number of small divisions between them. So major divisions means here what are the major values are written? 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So these are called major divisions, right? So take a difference between any two. We will take 2 to 4. So that means 4 minus 2. And difference between them you have to take. And how many divisions are there between them?
2 divisions are there, ma'am.
Only 2. How many small divisions are there?
10.
10. So which is 10. So 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 by 10, which is
1
0
by
0.2. So 0 0.2 is the least count of that device. So least value you can measure by this ammeter is 0 0.2 ampere. That is the first division here. After 0, first value is 0 0.2. Right? So every division value is 0 0.2. The next will be 0 0.4, then 0 0.6, 0 0.8, then 1. Now if the here, if the value is arrow is showing this mark, what is this value? What's the count?
7.
So it is 7. Now if it is showing this one, second line after it.
8.2.
8.4.
8.2 or 8.4.
8.4.
8.2.
8.4.
Second division
Each
after
line
8.
is 8. Each
8.2.
line is 0.2, so it's 8.4.
8.4. Every division is of 0 0.2. Here just now we have counted least count. Able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So here every division count. So it is 0 to 2. That means this value is 1, mid value is 1. This is 3. This is 5, 7, 9. Okay. So that means 6 to 7, there are only 5 divisions. That means there are 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, and 7. Like that, second division after 8 will be 8.2 is first and second division is 8.4. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And one more thing you need to know about this is here written A. And I have shown you another one. Here it is written small ma. What is the difference between these two?
Ma'am, MA is equal to 1 A by 1000. because M signifies milli.
Milli. So this is milliammeter. This is ammeter and this is milliammeter. So that means whenever the value is showing suppose 20, then it is 20 milliampere is the current calculated by that, measured by that device. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to convert that back to ampere. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So write down this finding least count of ammeter.
Ma'am, do we write the theory for that conventional direction of current?
You are not written. You write down. Today I've been leaving you early. After completing this, you can leave. I have some important work I need to do. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. And we have test on Wednesday, right?
Yes, test of Wednesday on first chapter.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Science.
science. Ma'am, science, right?
Yeah, science test.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, I had a doubt in science.
Ma'am, timings for the test.
6 to 7.
Ma'am, when will I get our marks?
Few already have given, few left. I will do
Ma'am,
immediately.
for math.
Yeah, maths only. Few corrected.
Ma'am, can you scroll down?
Ma'am, can you scroll down?
Ma'am, done writing this, so we can leave now.
Here the least count of ammeter have you drawn? You have written?
Yes.
This is the formula for least count of every device.
Done.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Okay then. Today enjoy.
Ma'am, just
Thank you, ma'am.
So can we leave?
Thank you,
Yes,
ma'am.
we can leave. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.